Hello, welcome to AI testing with Vijay. So in this video we are going to see what is Playwright, what are the uses of Playwright, and also we will see how Playwright is compared with its competitors in this video. Okay, let's see. First one is like this is the official website of Playwright where you can open playwright.dev. Then you will have these sections here: docs, API, and the programming language you want to use, and the community. Like we discussed, Playwright has its own community where you can post all your questions, all that stuff there, so that people will respond based on their time. Okay, so the very first takeaway is like for me, I want to select Python here so that my documentation, everything will be related to Python. Okay, but if you select any other language, the documentation will be that language. Okay, so the first step is like Python for me. And as you see, Playwright itself is marketing as an end-to-end testing framework or tool. So you can see it from here, and it is used for modern web applications where you have UI plus APIs, all that stuff, right? So that will be your modern web application, and the same web applications will be used for mobile apps also. So those kind of web applications you are able to validate by using Playwright. Okay, and they had given a brief idea like why Playwright, what are the features that are available for Playwright as well, but I brought it in a short note so that it is easy to remember as well, right? So the first feature is like a cross browser. Okay, you can even see it from here also. So Playwright support all the modern rendering engines including Chrome, WebKit, and Firefox. It's like you can develop your scripts by using Playwright. You can run all of them by using these browsers. Okay, you develop one script, it can be run in all the browsers. Any browser you can make use of it. That's the meaning of this. And it's a cross platform, like it can work on Windows, Mac, Linux, right? So it can support cross platform also. And multi-language, as you already saw that there in the website itself, it is supporting Python, Node.js, Java, .NET. So that's the one. And auto wait, this is the primary difference between any today automation tool. So it can wait for an element or a network or animations automatically. Okay, so like example, you write a script in a Selenium where it is waiting for some checkbox for 30 to 40 seconds, like you hard code it, right? So instead of that, this Playwright will automatically wait till that element appears. Okay, that's where the advantage we have. You don't need to hard code like 30 seconds, 50 seconds, something like that to wait that particular element, or you need to write a manual code or logic for that, right? But in Playwright it is inbuilt function. Okay, so that's where the difference between other tools and this one. And parallel execution, you can run multiple tests at once for faster execution. So that is possible with Playwright. And mobile emulation, it's like you can bring your mobile app to desktop, you can make changes and see the changes in the mobile application also. So that tests also are possible. Okay, test with the device, viewports and touch support, all those functionalities you can test by using this particular Playwright. Okay, multi-tabs and windows support multi-context and multi-page scenarios. Like you can test, you can have a test cases where you can test with the multiple tabs or windows if you need testing. Then built-in reporting tools, it has a HTML, JSON and more test results. So it has a built-in all these things. Like you don't need to write a separate framework for this. So that's where the advantage. And it has a built-in logging where it will log every step for the execution that you made, right? So it has a built-in logging as well. It can take screenshots as well. All the stuff is possible with Playwright. And apart from this, you have something like headless and head mode, where like when you have a Selenium or when you have a Cypress or any software, what it will do is it will when you automate with the Selenium, it will open that particular browser, then it will show you what are the steps it is following, all that stuff, right? That is possible. Okay. And also headless is also possible, something like you don't in UI for you, it's like in UI nothing is visible. Back end, it will open Chrome, it will execute these steps, it will show it will find all those whatever the execution steps you are doing, it will do everything. Okay. Run without UI. Okay, you don't need to open the web browser, then select that, this and all. Back end itself, it will open a browser, it will do everything. So as a user, you don't feel that you are doing some UI automation. Okay. Or you want to debug something, at that time you can just make it as a headed mode, so that it will come to you as a UI automation. You can see visually like what step going on, where it is executing, what step it is executing, all that stuff you can see. But the takeaway from here is Playwright is capable of running both with browser and without browser. Okay. Backend it will make use of, but as a user experience, you don't feel that some browser is open, some script is running, you don't feel that. Okay. Why? It's because of only speed, because when you don't need UI things to be visible to you, it don't need to spend time for you, right? Backend it can do by itself. Run without UI for speed or with UI for debug. Okay. So as I told, like Playwright have a competitors, okay, like Selenium, Cypress or the competitors. Rest are there, but according to market and people using, so that's where I am discussing here. So you can see Playwright is very fast compared to any other tool, competitor tool, and it has a specific feature called auto wait, where it can wait till that particular web element to occur, then only it will process next. And there is a logic to handle it as well, and it supports multi-browser, it supports multi-language, and the network mocking also can be done for APIs. That stuff we will discuss later. Mobile emulation, as I told, you can bring your screen to your desktop, make changes, test that in your mobile application as well. That is also possible. And multi-tab, where it can support multi-page multi-tab scenarios as well. And if you consider pros, it is modern, easy to set up. Just by using 2 commands you can able to install the Playwright, and you can make use of Playwright. I will show you in upcoming videos. It's very easy to install. Okay. And it has a powerful features. Okay. The cons is something like it's very new, and the community is new. People are just now migrating or upgrading their skill from Selenium or Cypress or any other tool to Playwright. So they need some time to settle down that community. Okay, I mean whomever answering them, whoever learning them needs little bit of time. So that's where Playwright is lacking. But you see, officially they are maintaining that community here, and you can become ambassador for that, and many things they are working on, but slowly it will work out for them. If you see Selenium, it is more mature framework and support many languages and browsers, including Internet Explorer. Okay, and you can see it has a huge community support. Like Selenium, you ask, there are many profiles today who are good at Selenium, right? So that's where the difference between Playwright and Selenium is that. Okay, it has a new community, it has a huge matured community who are well skilled in this particular tool. So works for a legacy applications. So as you know, the Playwright itself is marketing for modern web applications, but Selenium is like more of legacy applications, like because it doesn't support some sort of API testing that was required, or backend things. There are certain things that Selenium won't support. That's the reason it is still working for a legacy application, not the modern applications. it is little bit slower, and manual weights are not there. Setup overhead, like for setup itself it needs lot of time. As I told, for Playwright it's just a matter of 2 or 3 commands where Playwright is available in your machine, and you can start working on your scripts straight away. Okay, and you can see Cypress and a test cave and after all this key strengths and all. I'm not much worried about these 3 because those are very limited to JavaScript. So I'm more on Python, so that's the reason, and you can see the differences as well. Okay, when it comes to API testing, even see web application Selenium is also capable of doing, but whereas API testing, if you see, Playwright supports API testing fully. Okay, it has a built-in API request context, so by using that, API testing is fully taken care. Can send API calls, mock API calls, intercept network request easily within tests. Okay, so what are those we will see when it comes to API testing. Don't worry about them, but as of now you just think like Playwright is capable of doing API automation as well. Okay, but when it comes to Cypress, it is very limited support by using this ci.request, send HTTP request, but no network intersections or fully API mocking. That is not possible with Cypress, whereas it is possible with Playwright. Okay, and as you know, in modern applications, people are every day they are doing this upgrading things, right? Those are keeping more on API compared to regular web applications, right? And if you know API, it's very advanced than web application, because you can make use of API call in all the applications like web, mobile, or some other, or you can sell your product backend to other websites as well. They can make use of your data and they will pay you for that. So that's the advantage with APIs. That's a different concept, but as of now the takeaway is Cypress also supports API, but it doesn't have a testing capabilities. Like you can't mock API, you can't intercept the network request, all that stuff you can't do. Okay, Selenium by product itself, it doesn't have a native API testing, and REST 2 also doesn't have API testing. Okay, but Selenium is little bit you can able to automate by using this particular API request, right? REST assured request, but it doesn't support all the functionalities what exactly are required for today modern applications. So that's the reason. And so okay, you are good with Playwright. Now why Python? Why not JavaScript or Java or C hash? For me, the primary reason is like from first onwards I work on Python. I never work on Java, so I'm not much into it. But even my profiles, when I search for a job also, or whenever I want to switch job also, the primary people, when I go to any job portal, I see more people are searching for Python compared to other languages. So that's the reason. And you can see Python is very easy syntax, fast to write, huge data, like you have pandas, PySpark, all those modules or libraries we call it as, those are very helpful to you, and it is easy to maintain. And machine learning libraries, and whatever new technology that comes, people are developing the libraries for it, you can make use of them. And it is great for testers from manual background. Okay, people who come from manual testing, for them it is easy to learn, so that they can be good with programming as well. So that's the reason. Slightly slower execution was compiled language, because it is an interpreter. It needs some time to execute all, but it's faster. See, we are not developing more complex things, right? We are developing whatever is required for client needs. So that's the reason. So it's up to speed, not like very slow application. So whom it is best for? Quick test automation. If you start your automation testing journey, then Python is best for you. And also it is capable of modern technologies like machine learning, artificial intelligence. It's because of the Python libraries that people brought. and it's a more of data driven testing. Okay, so if you see the other way, the JavaScript or TypeScript, it is native, it is supported by Playwright, fastest updates, large web application community. Like it needs Node.js setup, so can be verbose without the PS. Like you need more coding for same functionality. You need to write some extra text compared to Python. It's always the syntax thing. Okay. So web app teams, JS heavy projects, JavaScript heavy projects, it is widely useful there. And Java you can see, and it's also almost similar, and .NET is also almost similar. Okay, so that's the reason I'm very good with Python, so I selected Python, and the job market is good for Python, and that's the reason I am upgrading myself into Python only compared to any other programming language. Okay, I hope I give you an idea like what is Playwright first, and what are the three key strengths that has that Playwright has and compared to competitors, and what is the API testing functionality supported, and why I choose Python compared to any other programming language, right? So these are the takeaway notes from this video. I hope this video helpful to you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you.